Hey guys, welcome back to another brand new video, and today we're going to be continuing our limited editions car series. So basically, if you're not familiar with this series, what we're going to be doing is just taking all Driving Empire's limited edition cars, and we're just basically going to have like gameplay of them in the background. I'm going to be like telling you how you would have been able to buy it when the car made its debut, and all that cool stuff. And I'll also give my personal opinion on the car as well. So I also do recommend that you check out episode 1 and 2 so you don't like miss out on any of the limited edition cars, and so that you can I guess see what's in there. And yeah, I guess without further ado, you can get yourself nice and comfortable, and we're gonna hop into entry number 1. Starting off at number 1, we have the Lycan Hypersport. So the Lycan Hypersport is one of Driving Empire's, or I guess also Wait for Roblox's oldest cars. I mean, I'm pretty sure this thing has been here for a very long time, maybe even since Wait for Alpha. I mean, I'm not entirely exactly sure about that, but still, I do remember seeing this car in the dealership for a while. So anyways, how you would have been able to buy this car is you would have to have at least played Wait for Roblox, and it costed, I think, about $3.4 to $3.5 million. So it was a very expensive car due to the fact that it was so expensive. Not many people really bought it because like it didn't really perform well, and it was more of a collector slash flex car. So it's pretty cool. But anyways, when Driving Empire released, this car went off sale, so it is pretty unfortunate. And I do know lots of people who really love this car, so it's just a shame that not many people will be able to buy it right now. But personally, I really like it, and I don't know why they really had to take it off sale. I mean, they could probably remesh it or something and bring it back, but it is what it is. At number 2, we have the Porsche 918 YSAC package. I mean, I'm not entirely sure how to pronounce it, but I think that's how you do it. But anyways, this Porsche, it made its original debut back in Driving Empire Update. I forgot exactly what it's called, but I had like the T50 and all the other cars, Pininfarina, Battista, and stuff like that. But anyways, the Porsche 918 Spider went off sale, actually I think in August or something like that, into the update, and it became a car pack car. I think you can buy this in like the Porsche Legends pack or something like that. So it is definitely an interesting car to some, but to me, like when I look at this, I don't really see much of a difference. I mean, it has a cool livery, but I think it's just a 918 Spider with just a livery. That's really all it achieves. I mean, I think it's cooler than 918 Spider because it has a livery, but it's not really that great. Now we have the Bugatti Lavatour Noir. So this Bugatti was accessible at the Christmas event. It costed, I think, 25,000 presents. So it was actually really expensive and pretty hard to grind to. But for the most part, this car isn't really even that rare because the Bugatti Chiron itself was supposed to be rarer than this, and the Chiron is very frequently bought, so it's not really a rare car. I mean, it's definitely a cool one, but for the most part, you don't really have to feel bad if you missed out on this. I just don't really think it's that great. I mean, it's, I guess, the Lavatour Noir, but like, I mean, everyone has it, so it's not really rare or anything. The speed isn't really great, but it is definitely an interesting entry. Now we have the Jeep Grand Cherokee. I think this is like the S50 Trackhawk or something like that. But anyways, the Cherokee was accessible back in Wait for Roblox when it's made its original debut, and it costed like, I think, maybe around 50 to 60 grand, maybe a little bit more than that, maybe 80 or 70. Don't remember the exact price. But anyways, it did go off sale, I think, after the drop of Driving Empire, and recently it came back in the new limited Legends car pack for 1,000 Robux. So you can actually pick up this car now if you really wanted to. So it's, I mean, personally, I don't really recommend doing so, but it is an interesting car for the most part. It is quite fast, and I guess if you want a fast SUV, this could be a good option because not many people really expect it to be as fast as it is. Now we have the Lamborghini Reventon. So the Lamborghini Reventon, of course, made its debut back in the Driving Empire update, along with the F1 GT and the Sesto Elemental, and just another car like that. And anyways, personally, I think it was a cool car, but like, I think most people actually didn't even buy it in the first place. Like, it's a Reventon. Like, for the most part, it wasn't really that good in performance, so most people avoided it. But anyways, it did come back on sale along with the McLaren P1 GTR for a limited time, and I believe it was like 3 or 4 million, probably around $4 million, and that's all when I got to pick it up. But for the most part, rarity wise, it's rare, I could say, but not necessarily extremely rare, because I do know lots of friends have actually been able to pick this up, and like anyone who did have the money decided to buy it because it's a collector's car. So yeah. Now we have the Chevrolet Camaro. I think there's like some sort of 2012 supercharged variant, but I'm not entirely too sure. But anyways, this Camaro made its debut in Vape for Roblox, of course, and for the most part, I mean, it's a pretty cool car, but like, I think it cost like a bit under 50k. It was like 49k or something like that. But most people actually, for whatever reason, didn't really tend to buy it because it looked too old and boring, and people wanted to get stuff like the Dodge Demon or whatever. But it is definitely a cool car, and I'm glad I was able to pick it up because it looks really nice in my opinion. I just really love this generation of the Camaro. But for the most part, it is rare, but not entirely very rare, because many people would be able to have picked it up since it was really cheap. But yeah. Now we have the MGT. So the MGT, of course, as many people know, was accessible at some point. I forgot the update name too, but it came in the stocks update, and basically there was like, I think, a bit over 1,000, maybe 2,000 of these cars in Driving Empire, and they came in limited stock. So I don't really know the exact number. I don't really remember, but it's not exactly that rare because like there are several thousands of units out there, but I mean, it's still a pretty cool car. Personally, I don't really find myself using it, so people who missed out, don't think you really have to feel bad. Like, most people have already forgotten that this car exists. Not saying that everyone has, but most people I know have. And it is definitely a nice looking car, but I don't think it really achieves anything special other than it looks and sounds. So yeah. And our last entry of today's list is the Lamborghini Countach. So just like the MGT, this was a stocks limited edition car, and I think the Countach is like twice as common, maybe even more than that. It was a lot more cheaper, and there were far more stocks available. So this by far is probably a common limited edition car, and I think for most people who do collect, you would probably expect to see this, and anyone who got the MGT probably got the Countach along with it. So it is a nice car. I mean, I personally like it, but I think this is another car that just got forgotten after the update. I do remember lots of people were hyped about it, but I think most people really just cared more about the MGT, and the MGT tended to shadow over this car. But it's still an interesting car. It's still fun to drive, and it still looks really nice. Anyways guys, thanks for watching this video. Make sure you drop a like and you subscribe if you have not already. If you're trying to hit 4K subs by the end of this summer, any help would be appreciated. Make sure you join the Discord server too, because the more people in the server, the merrier. So any joins would be appreciated. And yeah, comment down below if you want to see more videos like this, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.